Novo Nordisk says the exponential growth of the U.S. compounded drug industry is hurting sales of its weight loss drug Wegovy. The company is mulling legal action against companies it believes to be violating its intellectual property. Karen joins us now from Copenhagen, where Novo Nordisk just held its AGM. Karen, talk us through what more the company had to say.
Hey, Juliana. Yeah, some really confronting questions from shareholders towards the board at its AGM yesterday in Copenhagen, including around the impact of U.S. compounded drugs on Wegovy sales. And the CEO being quite forthright in saying that, yes, these compounded drugs are having an impact on Wegovy sales, something that it alluded to in its annual results just last month as well. Now, you'll be aware these are the kind of substitute drugs that were allowed under the Food and Drug Administration's ruling around a drug shortage for Wegovy, Ozempic, and Eli Lilly's Zepbound. But now it says that that drug shortage has come to an end, and these compounded pharmacies will have to cease production and sale of these products. But Novo here saying that, yes, this is likely to have an impact on its sales in 2025, and that it will be potentially pursuing legal action against those pharmacies that continue to try to produce these products, saying that, look, this is our intellectual property here that's enabling these weight loss drugs. But this was just one of the questions that the board faced amid this severe decline in the share price that you've alluded to. Another one being how it seeks to defend its next generation drug, CagriSema, which has disappointed investors and led to some of these sharp declines after a couple of its trial results over the last several months. And then, of course, this all amid the increased competition in the sector too. But I also got a chance to pose a direct question to the chairman, Helge Lund, about its preparedness for these US tariffs. We've, of course, seen President Trump come out with its tariffs against the auto sector, and pharmaceuticals are another one that are thought to be a key target of the president. Now, the chairman saying that, of course, there is extraordinary geopolitical turmoil at the moment, but that it doesn't make sense to speculate. But, of course, there is a huge amount of speculation that these tariffs will be coming in, and there is a school of thought that are targeting of sort of European farmers, and particularly something so dominant as Novo Nordisk. Could really obviously be a huge hit to the company, but also potentially a boon for major US rival Eli Lilly. Now, Novo again saying that it continues to try to build flexibility into its manufacturing supply chains, and that it is continuing to expand manufacturing in the US, but it wouldn't share what proportion of its US drug sales derive from domestic production versus international. And I think that's a key question for shareholders as well, and how it potentially would be able to navigate any tariffs that do come in. And this all amid the context as well of Trump's posturing against Denmark over this battle for Greenland, and whether that could see some direct targeting of Novo Nordisk as well. So certainly a lot of key concerns for shareholders and a lot of questions posed to the board at the AGM yesterday.